more about the new car sales numbers for cars and trucks. Nick Bontis joins us now live from McMaster's DeGROOTE School of Business. Hi, Nick.
Hi, how are you?
So although the sales were bad in December, some preliminary numbers actually show that sales, if I could talk today, shot up about 6% in January. How do you explain that?
Well, first of all, when you're starting from a lower base, it's easier to make a growth number. So because December was so bad, 15% down, it was easier to actually make an increase in January in terms of 6% up. Plus, it's a brand new calendar year, which means there's an increase in fleet sales and sales to car rental companies. So, for example, Ford was sold a quarter of all of its fleet sales to the Thrifty car rental company, and the other 3/4 of all the cars going into Thrifty came from Chrysler. So we mustn't forget that a significant percentage of all these sales are not to regular consumers like you and me, but to actually fleet and car rental companies.
Okay, and does the Christmas factor, does that factor in at all to the December numbers where, you know, people had a choice of, you know, buying a vehicle or buying Christmas gifts? Is that...
Well, absolutely. I mean, it's a huge purchase, right? They consider it the second largest purchase after the home. So if the market was already down, which we knew it was in terms of November and December, and consumer confidence was down, which we knew was already happening before Christmas, you know, people weren't going to open up their wallets and actually buy a vehicle if they had to buy some other stuff first.
Getting back to what Toyota is doing, this is a kind of an unusual move, but a good business model, isn't it? Trying to save permanent jobs.
Well, we got to remember, this is actually a shocking situation for Toyota. It's their first loss in 70 years. So, you know, right away they eliminated bonuses and cut executive pay and freeze wages. But there's two fundamental philosophies that Toyota believes in. One is called respect for the people, and the second one is continuous improvement, also known as Kaizen in Japan. So how did they solve the first one, respect for the people? Well, no layoffs for permanent employees, which is very noble of them. They will buy out a current employee's contract if they want a voluntary leave. They will give you 12 weeks of pay for every year that you've worked for the company. So that's, I think, very respectful. And with regards to continuous improvement in Kaizen, what they did was they took their production line, and instead of making a vehicle every 60 seconds throughout the day, they're going to make a vehicle every 90 seconds throughout the day. So they increase the throughput time, which actually decreases production, still keeping everybody on the job.
Okay, good idea. Well, Nick Bontis is from the DeGROOTE School of Business at McMaster University. Thanks so much for joining us this afternoon.